In the mid-1930s, the world was changing quickly, and Japan was eager to build its own identity in the automobile industry. In 1935, Toyota introduced its very first passenger car, the AA Sedan. It was inspired by Western carmakers yet carried a uniquely Japanese spirit of practicality and durability. The design was simple, with rounded fenders, a tall upright body, and chrome details that gave it a sense of modernity for the era. While the world's great powers were already producing cars in large numbers, Toyota was just taking its first steps into an industry that demanded resilience, innovation, and vision. These early years were not easy, as global conflict and economic hardships weighed heavily on production. But Toyota persevered, slowly learning and improving, focusing on making vehicles that ordinary people could rely on. After World War II, Japan was in ruins, and rebuilding the nation required machines that could serve families, businesses, and the growing economy. Toyota responded with models that were simple and efficient, affordable for the emerging middle class. In 1955, Toyota launched the Crown, which became a milestone in its history. It was not only the first mass-produced car designed entirely in Japan but also the first Japanese car to be exported to the United States. This bold move marked the beginning of Toyota's ambitions beyond its home country. The Crown's boxy shape, chrome trim, and dependable engine represented a Japan that was no longer content with staying in the shadows of foreign automakers. By the late 1950s, Toyota was still a young company, but its dedication to quality, reliability, and customer trust had begun to establish its reputation. The seeds were planted for something much bigger, and the world was just starting to notice. As the 1960s arrived, Toyota entered a period of rapid growth and global expansion. The automobile industry was booming worldwide, and Toyota was ready to seize the opportunity. In 1966, the Corolla was introduced, a compact and affordable car that would soon change history. Built with fuel efficiency and everyday usability in mind, it quickly gained popularity not only in Japan but also in foreign markets. Within a few years, the Corolla became a symbol of Toyota's strategy, producing practical, reliable cars that fit the needs of ordinary drivers everywhere. This model would eventually become the best-selling car in the world, a title it continues to hold decades later. The 1970s brought new challenges with the oil crisis, which reshaped the global auto industry. While many large American cars struggled with fuel consumption, Toyota's smaller, more efficient vehicles gained a strong advantage. This era established Toyota as a trustworthy choice for drivers who wanted to save money at the pump without sacrificing reliability. The company began to grow its presence in the United States and Europe, building not only sales networks but also manufacturing plants to better serve international markets. During this time, Toyota also experimented with sportier models like the Celica and Supra, as well as rugged, dependable vehicles like the Land Cruiser, which became legendary in remote regions around the world. These cars showed that Toyota was no longer limited to basic transportation but was becoming a brand that could compete in performance and adventure as well. By the 1980s, Toyota had fully established itself as a global powerhouse, admired for its efficiency, engineering, and ability to adapt. Designs became sleeker, with sharper lines and more modern interiors, reflecting the changing tastes of consumers in both Japan and abroad. What began with a simple sedan in 1935 had, by the end of the 1980s, transformed into a worldwide empire. Toyota was no longer just a Japanese automaker. It was a brand trusted on nearly every continent, known for cars that could endure, perform, and deliver on promises. The foundations for future innovation were laid, and the stage was set for Toyota's next great leap forward. By the 1990s, Toyota was no longer simply a reliable car maker. It had become a leader in innovation, ready to push the boundaries of technology and redefine what cars could be. In 1997, Toyota unveiled the Prius, the world's first mass-produced hybrid vehicle, combining a gasoline engine with an electric motor. At first, the idea seemed futuristic and even unnecessary to many, but as the world grew more concerned about fuel prices and the environment, the Prius became a symbol of progress. It not only cemented Toyota's reputation as a pioneer but also changed the auto industry forever by proving that hybrid technology was practical, efficient, and scalable. Around the same time, Toyota expanded its luxury division, Lexus, which had launched in 1989. Lexus quickly gained international respect for its craftsmanship, comfort, and quiet performance, competing directly with the established European luxury brands. This move showed that Toyota could excel in both everyday vehicles and premium markets. The 2000s and 2010s became a period of constant adaptation. Global taste shifted toward larger vehicles, and Toyota responded with a strong lineup of SUVs and crossovers. The RAV4, Highlander, and Land Cruiser became family favorites across continents, offering practicality and ruggedness with Toyota's signature reliability. At the same time, the Corolla continued to dominate as the world's best-selling car, proving that Toyota still held the crown in compact efficiency. Safety also became a growing priority, and Toyota introduced advanced systems under its Toyota Safety Sense package, featuring technologies like automatic braking, lane departure alerts, and adaptive cruise control. These features set new industry standards and made safety more accessible to the average driver. Design philosophy also evolved during these decades. Gone were the purely boxy shapes of the past. Toyota embraced sleek, aerodynamic curves, bold front grilles, and futuristic interiors. Cars like the Camry, Prius, and Avalon reflected a company that wanted not only to be reliable but also stylish and desirable. By the early 2020s, Toyota began to invest heavily in the next wave of mobility, fully electric cars and hydrogen-powered vehicles. The BZ series of electric cars signaled Toyota's intent to compete in the fast-growing EV market, while the Mirai showcased hydrogen fuel cell technology, offering a clean energy alternative with only water as its byproduct. These moves confirmed that Toyota was not just keeping up with the times but aiming to lead the future of sustainable mobility. Looking ahead from the mid-2020s toward 2050, Toyota envisions a dramatic transformation, one that will take it beyond being a traditional car manufacturer. The company has pledged to achieve carbon neutrality by 2050, meaning that its entire lineup will move toward zero emissions. This will be realized through a mix of fully electric cars, hydrogen fuel cell vehicles, and advanced hybrids for regions where infrastructure is still developing. The future of Toyota cars will be defined not just by their engines but also by intelligence and connectivity. Autonomous driving technology is expected to become mainstream, with Toyota vehicles capable of safely navigating roads with minimal human input, supported by artificial intelligence that learns and adapts to driver behavior. The design of cars in this era will change radically as well. Concepts already hint at smooth, futuristic exteriors with minimal drag, smart glass panels that can adjust transparency, and interiors that resemble living spaces more than traditional cabins. Gesture controls, holographic displays, and voice-activated systems will replace many of the buttons and dials we know today. Toyota is also investing in mobility as a service, imagining fleets of autonomous shuttles, delivery vehicles, and ride-sharing solutions that extend far beyond personal ownership. Cars will no longer be just machines for travel, they will be intelligent companions, connected to smart cities, renewable energy grids, and digital ecosystems. By 2050, Toyota sees itself as a mobility company, not just a carmaker. Its vehicles will be designed to harmonize with society and the environment, blending sustainability, safety, and advanced technology. Whether it is hydrogen-powered sports cars, family-friendly electric SUVs, or autonomous pods that take passengers from place to place, Toyota's journey from a simple 1935 sedan to the futuristic machines of 2050 tells the story of a brand that has never stopped evolving. The transformation is not just about cars but about reimagining the very concept of mobility for future generations.